Captain on the bridge.
Alright, Captains, we are back on the bridge here, and tonight we are back on the Parliament. I am pretty happy right now. So, Captains, this is one of my favorite ships, okay? And I know there is a lot of disappointment around the ship, but I did not get this for performance. I got this because it was lower decks, and it looked really good. It had a lot of like the next generation looks put on this. It was cartoonified, and then they put it in game here. So it didn't really matter what they put on it in terms of seating performance. I was going to get it regardless. So having said that, the reason why we're back on this as well is Casual SAB redeemed your 40k channel points to have me fly it again, and this time do a more CaNon build on it with one N, so CANON. So thank you, Mr. Casual SAB, aka Spencer. Shout out to you. So what we'll do is go over the build, weapons, space set, console traits, stations, and DOFs, take it into an Elite or Gala, and see how it does. So the orders were to go CaNon, beams, torp, one torp, fore and aft. So that's what we did. And this has changed from the last time we were on the ship, but again, we named it the USS Alberta. It's the Parliament Miracle Worker Surveyor Cruiser. It even sounds cool. There you go. We'll go over the weapons here. So, for weapons, we have 2 Agony Phaser Dual Beam Banks. These we just got from the exchange. They're rolled to crit DM damage 4. We also got an Agony Beam Phaser Array. Crit DM damage 4. So the torp, we just went with a wide angle quantum torpedo. This comes from your any version of the Sovereign. You can get in the C store. It's a wide angle, so when we're broadsiding to as well, this thing will fire, and that's why I love this torpedo. Deflector, we're going with the Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector, which is from your Fleet Colony. Prevailing Innovated Impulse Engines, which is from your Competition Rep. The Elite Fleet Plasma Integrated Warp Core, which is from your Fleet Spire. And still using the Tilly's Review pending Modified Shield from the Discovery Rep. For the aft weapons, we have 1 single Agony Beam Array here in the back. We have an Omnidirectional Phaser Beam Array. And then the Trilithium Enhanced Directional Phaser Beam Array. This Trilithium Enhanced Omnidirectional Phaser Beam Array is from the Nexus as a mission reward. This one this omnidirectional phaser beam I just got from the exchange a long time ago, so I had it. And of course, with the aft torp, we chose to go with the Prolonged Engagement Photon, which is from your Phoenix prize pack as a very rare token. Devices here, we have the Temporal Negotiator, Kobayashi Maru Transponder, Energy Candy for some 20% bonus energy weapon damage, Subspace Field Modulator for some damage resistance, Delta Alliance Reinforcements, because why not? There's 5 slots, so I just picked that. Consoles here, we got the Lorca's Custom Fire Controls, the Lorcator from the Discovery Rep. Looking a vulnerability locator as well here. Oh, not a torpedo. We're going to boost up our phasers. There you go. Oh, one more. Phaser? Yep. There you go. Let's save that. There you go. Going on here, binaural infusion circuits from your low-buy store. The emulating phaser lance. Again, we're going to treat this as a beam overload, because why not? This from your Deimos Pilot Destroyer, which you can get from the event campaign if you so choose. 15.8% phaser damage and 43.8 shield to pen. And it looks pretty when it's firing. DPRM for its damage resistance rating, for its plus 90% directed energy damage, and all its clicky goodness for 20 seconds plus 40% bonus damage, 100 bonus damage resistance rating, and 500% hull regen. Nothing to sneeze at, but we're pairing it with a point defense bombardment warhead for its, I guess, 25% projectile damage and 1% critical chance, but you pair it with a DPRM, we get even more phaser goodness damage, 33%. Again, nothing to sneeze at. Go into my favorite console, the opening salvo for more torpedo goodness, but also help us get the shields down quicker, and get to the hull quicker, I should say, and unload phaser torp goodness. Also gives us 21.4 Starship weapon specialization. Here we go. We're going to go with the weaponized helical torsion for the plus 15% phaser damage, plus 15% critical severity. This is from your crossfield chip, the lockbox version, or is it R&D? One of the two, but I believe you can get this as an event reward as well. But we're using it for the phaser damage goodness. We're going to use the Agony Redistributor, which was from the Iron Adamants. It is sort of a recursive shearing, but AoE. So stop hitting yourself power. It's a very good console, but I have actually been killed by it by a one known Augie. Thanks, Augie. Just saying. We're going to use the M6 computer for its goodness here. This is from the Tier 3 Temporal Escort, which you can get from a shipyard. Just dilithium, but it has some really good stuff on it. Plus 15% bonus, all damage 15 seconds. 25% cooldown reduction on tactical bridge officer abilities. 20% fire cycle haste for all weapons. 15 seconds, and then for addition 15 seconds again, plus 30 AC and defense rating. Known as the baby brother to the Domino. Plus 15% phaser damage in all its goodness. So 25% fire cycle haste for energy weapons, 25% bonus all damage, 25% recharge speed for bridge officer ability. So that's all of them this time. Plus 100% recharge speed for torpedo weapons. And again, if you kill an NPC, an enemy, while this is on, it extends the duration by 2 seconds. This, of course, is from your Bajoran Interceptor, which is an epic token level prize in the Phoenix Prize Pack store. And then the last tactical console here that we have is the Vulnerability Locators phaser damage for 39.4 phaser damage and 2% crit chance. So that gives me, stat-wise, 44.1 crit chance and 191.2 crit severity. But captains, remember, I do have my Pendevers helping me. I have all that filled out because I'm rank 600. I'm very excited, captains. I'm just saying. All right. So, specialization, intel, primary, temp op, secondary, traits. This is what we're working with. We have a good day to die, adaptive offense, beam barrage, fragment of AI tech, superior beam training, self-modulating fire, unconventional systems, Terran targeting systems, intelligence agent attaché, and the Zeboimler effect. It's just cool saying that, the Zeboimler effects. I don't know why I did that. For our Starship traits, carrier wave shield hacking. This helps us to take the shields down as well using tractor beam. But it also gives tractor beam some kinetic damage, so why not? And it's a very Star Trek, I've always said that, it's a very Star Trek thing to do. Hold your opponent in place and fire. Emergency weapon cycle, overpowered and overguns, universal designs. We're going to use supercharged weapons, and what this does is when we're firing a torpedo, it's going to buff our directed energy weapons, so why not? And the last one we're using here is energy overdrive. Space rep, we have our torpedo pre-fire sequence. This is not what we should have here. We're going to go change this now to magnified. Oh, it's already there. So hold on. Let's take this all out. We're going to do this right now because this is not what it was supposed to be. Take out that. Go magnified. And where's that shield pen? We're gonna go some shield pen here to help us out. Right over, it's like a yellow. Oh, I missed it. Did I miss it? Obviously. I missed it somewhere. Increase ship. Actually, you know what? We'll just use there. Ship weapons have increased armor penetration. Why not? There we go. Space rep. Magnified firepower. Advanced targeting systems. Enhanced armor penetration. Precision. And Tyler's duality. Captains, that was features. Those who know, features are abundant in this game, and we love them. For our active space rep, we have anti-time entanglement singularity, biomolecular shield generator, deploy sensor interference platform, quantum singularity manipulation, and refractory tetron cascade. Station-wise, left to right, top to bottom, and we did do a little something different here to use a little bit more miracle worker power. So distribute targeting, high yield 2. I love high yield 2 because it fires 3 torpedoes, and that is so Star Trek. Firing 3 torpedoes. Hematite lace weaponry, beam overload 2, and then here we have structural integrity collapse, narrow sensor bands 2, mixed armament synergy 2, and we are going to be using ERL, or exceed rated limits 3. Just cuz. So we're going to keep switching back and forth between beam overload and ERL. Emergency powered engines, emergency powered weapons, jam targeting sensors, tractor beam, and scramble sensors. Okay, so for our dopes, nothing too different here, but the 2 on ground helping us in space. Neil Falconer, ground increased damage versus Zeberg. And Elder Miligaton, increased damage versus all. Active space, so we're always going to have Emergency Con holographic officer buddy here. Con officer recharges evasive maneuvers when emergency powered engines is activated. We have 3 energy weapons officers. And one of them gives us a chance to stack crit severity. One of them gives us a chance to stack crit chance when we fire our energy weapons. And the other one gives chance for beam overload to cause all attacks against the target to gain 30% shield pen. So not bad. Zlyrene for more increased damage versus Zeberg. And then we have a projectile officer who also gives us a chance to stack crit severity when we fire projectiles. So there it is. There's build captains. I do love this ship. It has been one of my favorite ships here in Stone Game. It is very, very pretty looking, and we like pretty looking things. We're going to shout out our captains here around us. So we have Prophet, Anthony Taylor, Tosha, Admiral Kane, and Adams. And right there, Admiral Kane, that is actually Casual SAB. So thank you, sir. Shout out to you. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Elite Argala and see how this does. And remember, Picard and Riker are always with us. They commandeer the ship, okay? Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that.
Ensign, take us out of here. Maximum warp.
Aye, sir.
Engage.
Oof. I do love the look of the Parliament. It's a little goofy, the deflector, but it works. It just works. All right, here we go.
Alert. Vessel approaching, bearing 184, Mark 7.
Let's stop
All
this from
hands.
shaking.
Battle stations.
Weapons hot, deflectors to full.
Oh, we're sending up a quote. I love it. Shields off. Bye-bye. Miracle Worker has that weird mechanic where it's like rock, paper, scissors. And one of them is like, I think the Barclay maneuver, where it sends like a copy of your ship to ram your target. That's kind of hilarious. So again, here the emphasis is the ERL and beam overload, and we're going back and forth between the firing modes. Even though ERL takes some hull away, it's not that much, in my opinion.
Looks like our fight got them to notice
Yeah, let's
us.
go buff up here with this group.
And ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Ooh. All the phaser and photon goodness. Yes! Woohoo!
Keep concentrating.
Ooh,
fire on
she looks good.
ships. Separate them and whittle down.
I like it.
We will not go quietly.
I like it. No shields for you for a bit. That. Get some of that going. Energy candy. Unload phasers. Bye. Oh, ERL this time. Need that to help us with our cooldowns. Oof. We are gonna fly like a headless chicken because I come from a time where Star Trek games from when I was growing up, you had to like fly around like a headless chicken. Like Star Trek, Starfleet Command 1, 2, 3, Legacy, Bridge Commander. Those are the type of gameplays that I grew up with. Woo! There we go. It looks pretty. She looks pretty. Little goofy, but she looks pretty. Use that. Take the shields down. Bye.
We do what we want, where we want.
No, sir. You will not. Alright, let's take him out. Come about. She can take a beating. I will say she can take a beating. Like 122k hull on her. Absolutely fantabulous. See, she can take a beating. And she's okay. You know what? She's pretty nimble. For a cruiser, she's pretty nimble. She's almost like the same size as a Galaxy.
We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
There's some of that. And there you go. We're gonna save our major buffs for the last group. Oof. Oof. There we go.
I'm taking you with me.
No, you won't. You will do nothing of the sort, sir. Okay, let's go here. Shields. There you go. Let's take it down. Energy candy. She's holding. You get DPRM up. Now it's over. Take that down. No shields for you. After torpedoes, fire. No, how about 4? Oh, yes. 4 and aft. Yes!
Excellent.
Woohoo!
We'll send over a pacification party.
Oh,
Take the suspects.
this is so good. That is so good. All right.
Thank you for your
One sec, sir. Go over here for our ship selfies, or shelfies as we call it here. Find a good angle. And do something like that. Well, there you go. Captains, that is how it did. And whew, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I personally love this ship. Do I recommend it? Yes. If you're looking for something to fill that need for a lower deck ship, I have no problem recommending this. You just have to build it to make it work for you. For me, I've had it work with torpedo builds. I've had it work like this right now. Pretty sure it'll do well as a tank if I wanted to. It really doesn't matter. Captains, I'm not the best shipbuilder. I don't claim to be. I just do this for fun. And I want to say thank you again to Mr. Casual SAB for redeeming the 40k here on the Twitch bridge, so that we can once again get back to one of my favorite looking ships. I mean, this is a really good looking model. One of my favorite aspects of her, dead aft. Like, look at dead aft. I'm just, you know what? This is where we're gonna leave it at. Dead aft look. So again, this is all just in good fun. It does well enough for me in the nightly pew shenanigans that we do. And so, captains, I invite you to come here to the Twitch bridge, where we just hang out with our fellow captains and have fun. So on that note, we will leave it on this.
Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference.